It'd help if I turned the damn microphone on. Hey, how are you? My phone is messing up no end. What is going on? Hang on a minute, I'll be 2 seconds. Sorry about that. My freaking YouTube playing silly buggers with me. How are you, Lens? Hey, hey, you all. I'm listening whilst cooking. Oh my God, I meant hi, Lens. Go, Lens. Go, Lindsay, go. Go, Lindsay, go. Hey, JJ. Hey, Christy. Hemptress. Am I saying that right? Hemptress. I like that name. Hemptress. It's a cool name. I think I've seen that name around actually. How are you all doing? What are you all doing? More like? No? Is it not there? Oh God. I'll sort it later. I don't know why. I have no idea why. Because my phone is an asshole, maybe? Maybe I did it by mistake. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I can sort it out later. I was watching a video earlier and I fell asleep. Maybe I did it with my boob. Oh my goodness. And my phone's really not playing nice at the moment. I do a lot with my boob, especially when I fall asleep. I was trying to listen to something and I fell asleep. So I could have done it with my boob, to be fair. My boob's got minds of their own. My boobs do like doing things that I don't accept. Stupid things. So what's everyone been up to? I've been trying to catch up and it's so hard to catch up. I was going to do a live about it today, but then I ended up putting it till tomorrow because I want all like everything in a little bow. I don't want to rush a live and be stumbling over everything. So I did schedule it for tomorrow just so that I'm one, more awake because I'm tired, and two, I want all the information like in a nice little bow so that what I'm saying is I know that I'm right on what I'm saying, because I know where I grew up, I'm like, we spent time in lawyers' offices quite a lot. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if it wasn't for my father, it was for the boys, or it was for, hey, Cindy, how are you, my love? It was for the boys, or it was for this, or it was for that. So, when the law and the coppers come into play, um, I can go a lot more on it. What's tomorrow when? I put a schedule up, Lynn's. Hey, Chopper, welcome. I put a schedule up, Lynn's, for tomorrow for to talk about our justice system and CPS, which is CPS here is Crime Prosecution Service, not CPS as in Child Protective Services. Over here, our CPS Child Protective Services are called social services. So the CPS, when I'm talking about CPS, is actually the Crime Prosecution Service. So, and I do have a little, not much of a, like, I've never been to jail myself, but like we were in law offices quite a lot growing up with my father and stuff. So I know a little bit. And I just think like what they're saying is a stretch, but I really do want all my evidence before that happens. So before I put what I think out, I want to make sure that I'm right, firstly. And secondly, what information I'm giving is 100% right. Me and Cindy are doing a stream on mom shaming, CPS, etc. Put the link in. Have you set up a schedule? If not, put Cindy Queen's link in for me, JJ, please, and I'll highlight it. absolutely insane, all of it. I look forward to it, Joe. I just think if we can, like, because our justice system here is so much different to you guys. Like, you guys' justice system, like, let me just give you a little bit, right? I said this, I think it was Chopper earlier, you know, the CP part of it, all of you guys like, oh my God, that's really, really bad. Here, you get like, for example, right? My ex, who is Michelle's father, who was my abuser, he had photos of me. Okay. These photos of when I was 11, 12, 13, very push. There was about 6 all in all. Okay. I took these photos to the police station and I wanted something done about it. Hence where that whole him going to court scenario came from. Now, bearing in mind, there's proof, there's photos, he had all of these. He only received 240 hours community service because he was a first time offender. And even if he did go to jail, here is only 6 months. He'll do 8 weeks and be out on tag. Like, it's bad. Thank you, JJ. I appreciate it. Joe, glad you have no experience with jail. I do not wish jail on me, girl. My father did, though. My father would go to jail all the time, so we were in and out of offices, that kind of thing. There's the link. Selfie Queen's channel tonight at 6:30 Eastern Standard. Perfect. So what's that my time? 10:30, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I think that's 10:30 my time. If I'm awake, I'm definitely going to be there. If not, I'll do my normal and come and watch it in the morning when all of you are sleeping. So don't forget, guys, go and sub to Selfie Queen. We love a bit of Selfie Queen. We need to give her love. How many subs you want now, Selfie Queen? Hi, Beverly. 11:30 for you. Okay, thank you. 11:30 for me. I'll try and be in there, but you know me, if I don't, I'll end up going to sleep. We alternate between myself and JJ's channel every week. JJ, you need to put, why haven't you put yours in here? Yours in here, girl. Put them both in there and keep putting them in there. Just every time, every like couple of minutes or something. Oh, of course, I'm subbed. I'm subbed. I always go there I always miss the lives though, because normally, like, I have a rule that I normally end up putting my phone down at a certain time and Carl puts his computer away and then we'll normally watch something together. So we normally will do that. Do you know what I mean? So we don't, that's our normally like our time, because I'm on my phone all the time between groups of Facebook and all of that. I tell you what I could do though, Cindy, is I have a banter group on Facebook. It's got like 7,000 in there. It's just basically a banter. It's called Twats Are Us. I could share your link in there and you might get some subs from there. That's what I did when I was stuck on 800 odd. I couldn't get past it. Everyone will tell you. And it was Lindsay. She teased me on it. And I was like, oh my God, I haven't. She's right. I haven't. So I ended up like sharing my link in all of my groups that I'm in and all of that. So I can do that for you if you like, if you don't mind. It's up to you though. Tonight we have some ish to say. But then again, we always do. True, girl, true. I love you, Joe, and get there is a huge time difference. There is. And I really don't, I know you don't care, like you're really good. You don't care if I chat in yours, but I always worry about chatting in other people's because I don't want them to get shit for me. Hi, Ria. Yeah, I can put it in there. That's no problem. I'll put JJ's in there as well so that you hey PJ, so that you can, like, that's what I did when I was stuck. I was literally stuck on like 800 odd for ages. I could not get off it. And I didn't care. But then when I got teased about it, I was like, oh my God, actually, you're right. I haven't moved. So then I went and like shared it between all my groups and stuff on Facebook to try and build my channel a bit. And I am starting to grow again, people. Like, I'm actually getting like more subs and stuff. I'm so chuffed. And I know it's not much, and I know everyone else is surpassing me, and I'm not that person that's going to be like, oh my God, I started before then. You know what I mean? What time is yours, Joe, so I can set the alarm? I think I put it for 2 p.m. Eastern Standard, I believe. It's all set up, Linz. I should show you. I think it was 2. I'll send you the thing in a bit. The what's it called? Thumbnail. Yeah, I've never been the one like, oh my God, they've got more than me or anything like that. Like, oh, I started before them or anything like that. So I'm always like really happy for everybody. But when I was stuck, I was kind of like not even bothered. And then I was like, oh, no, you're right. I have been stuck on 800 or something. So that's what I did. I will share your video on Twitter. You deserve to grow. You have made personal growth on your channel deserves also. Thank you. I'm finally back from New York and haven't spoken to you since I told a certain someone on your panel. I'm sorry for the other day. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I did I shared one of his lives, and I don't want to go into it now, but I shared one of his lives on my community tab. But you know what I'm like, I don't want to be shady to anybody. So I actually mentioned Terry Lynn. So I screenshotted what I wrote and sent it to Terry Lynn because I'm like, girl, if I'm speaking about you, I don't want to be shady. And I said, I spoke about you on my community tab. And I showed her because I didn't want her thinking I'm talking behind her back. I don't want anyone thinking I'm talking behind their back. If I'm going to be talking about anybody, I'm going to come and tell you that I'm talking to somebody. Do you know what I mean? Oh yeah, that's why I'm not going into too much details, PJ. And I did accept his apology. I did see it, and I said thank you. I just hope he doesn't do it again. I really do, because it really does. It's not for me because yes, it does hurt my feelings and it pisses me off, but it's more that it pisses me off that my daughter can see that. She knows how she was conceived. She doesn't need reminding. Do you know what I mean? So anyway, I went to Terry Lynn and I told her, and I said why I spoke about her and stuff like that, and went through it, and I explained why I was mad at him. And I just wanted you all to know, because I think a couple of people on the thing was genuinely thinking that I was talking behind her back, and I don't want that. I don't want that reputation. I don't want that at all. If I'm going to be talking about someone, I want to be, hey CJ, hey non. I want to go to the person and say, listen, I said this about you, and this is why I said this about you. So I really want to. I really don't want that be shady. You know what I mean? I want to explain why I'm talking about you, and I don't want to be shady about it. I think that's the best thing for me to do. Do you know what I mean? It's disgusting, Joe, but he's better not 2 times is more than wrong. Yep, I agree. I just hope that he sticks to it. You know what I mean? Thank you. I feel bad that I reacted the way, and if I disrespected you, you didn't, Cindy. You or JJ didn't, and you know I love you girls, and you have every right to have your opinion, and you can have your opinion on my channel anytime. You girls both know that, and I know if I wanted to have an opinion on something, you would let me come and have my opinion on your channel, and I know that. Hey, Mother Teresa. Who are you discussing? Just joined. No one in particular, love. We were just talking. I was just saying that I didn't want to be shady if I was talking about someone, and I went to them to say I was discussing you in my community tab. So it was nobody really. How are you, Anon? How are you, CJ? Long time no sees. We was just gossiping. We're just talking crap, really. I'm not actually talking about anything or anyone in particular. I don't think I've ever spoken to Mother Teresa. Have I ever spoken to you, Mother Teresa? I don't think I've ever spoken to you, have I? I've seen your name, but I'm not sure if I've ever. Everyone has an opinion here. Definitely everyone has an opinion. Hey, I'm currently bleaching my hair. I'll chat away, Joe, just listening while eating cheesy. Ooh, bitch, I want cheesy fries. I only joined your chat a handful of times. Maybe that's where I'm going with it. I do remember your name, but I don't remember. I'm crap at remembering at best of times. I'm not very good the best times. Listening from the bushes, they punched you. Oh, I do that all the time. I hardly ever talk in anyone's chat, to be fair. I'm one of those that do like to sort of hide away. Just because I don't want anyone to get shit for me, like, do you know what I mean? Like, because I know a lot of people dislike me. So to be in anyone's chat is always like, I wouldn't want anyone to get crap for me. Like, although I do, oh, my light is broken. Oh, there we go. I do want to be more upfront and honest, which is why I've pushed the live for tomorrow rather than tonight, just so that I can get more details and make sure what I'm saying is correct, firstly, and not run on emotion. But PJ, if you're still here, what you said on there, I actually agree with you to a degree. Like, I really do. And like, I'll just say this before, like, ahead of tomorrow, is that if Saltsy was talking to an officer, he would have the officer's name that we can all go to, you know? I can coexist. Saying, girl, Joe, you are always welcome on my channel, no matter what. Thank you, babe. They dislike me too, but give the negative Fs. True. Welcome, Pamela. I think everyone got issues with everyone at the moment. Do you know what I mean? Everyone wants to have an opinion on everything. Good. It's just all the stuff that's going on is just like, I sat earlier and I actually thought, crap, the amount of stuff that's gone on in this last year is absolutely insane. Like, I think I was probably way back when one of the worst ones going after Katie Joy. Like, I would probably go the lowest. I would probably be like the nastiest to her, and I would go below the belt. And thinking now, like, I was a fucking putty cat in comparison. Like, I was a fucking pussy cat. Isn't that crazy? Nat's last name is not even Kenneth. Saltsy keeps calling her Kenneth. How can we really be investigating her on a false name? That's my thing. Like, I'm sorry for anybody who likes Saltsy, but let's just clarify this a minute, right? My God, right? Oh my God, Joe, we were mortal enemies. I know, right? Right, listen to this, right? He stated clearly, right? I remember seeing it with my own two eyes. He said, Nat Kennett did not do anything. She is not involved. She is innocent. She made then, after she gave the declaration and all of that, more and more people became friends with her because this big old frigging lawyer, you know, this top lawyer bullshit, told us that she's not guilty. So now he wants to sit there and go, oh my God, yes. Like, are you kidding me? Like, she is so guilty. She did everything. Which one is it, girlfriend? Because right now, just because you're looking like a twat for believing a psychopath, you want us to all be like, oh my God, he's such a good guy. I'm sorry, no. This is all happening because of him. I'm sorry for the people who like him, but that's my opinion. He said the FBI cleared her. Exactly that. He said it. He said it in his own words. She didn't do anything because it suited him. He wanted that declaration. I don't know any lawyer. Like, we've all listened to Nate for these years. We all follow different lawyers on YouTube. Every lawyer will tell you it's not a court of public opinion. He missed that day in school. I've never ever known a lawyer that would honestly, in all honesty, sit there, right, and talk to trolls and interact with trolls. And something else, there's something seriously dodgy going on, because if he is actual lawyer and does all the lawyery stuff, he's got some more than 24 hours in a day, and I want to know how, because I need more than 24 hours in a fucking day. To be fair, Joe, the FBI cleared her at first. How? I don't get it, CJ. Honestly, I don't get it. How, listening to them voice recordings that I listened to yesterday, or this morning, actually, they was there yesterday. Actually, I've watched it like twice now. Any moron can look at that and listen to that and realize that it's cut up. And if an FBI agent didn't, then my God. Right. Oh my God. CJ, me and Chopper said exactly the same thing earlier. She fooled all these guys, all these people, all these coppers and FBIs and all that. And we said the same, because we've been saying for months and months, like, no, like, this is like, no, like, she's bad news. And not another thing as well, right, is you brought her into this community. Salt Sea brought her into this community, not Katie. Everyone's saying Katie brought her in. How? How did Katie bring her in? If we all remember, Katie was not talking to her. She lied. So Salt Sea brought her into this community, not Katie, not nobody else. I'd never even heard of the girl before her giving that declaration. Sorry, I'm going on a rant now. I'll stop. I'm sorry. I'll stop. I'm sorry, I'm going on a rant. Sorry. I can't help myself. It just irritates me. Like, it really does. It really does irritate me. I'll read that in a minute, love. I can't read too much. It's crazy. I know that I'm telling you, I don't know who did all of this. But another thing, sorry, I just got to add one more thing. I'm sorry, and then I promise I'll shut my friggin' mouth. Okay, I promise I'll shut my mouth. One more thing that kind of bothers me, and don't get me wrong, I'm quite happy that we got all these details that we have. But how did Rakin have all those details from her computer? That kind of flips my head out a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Like, not that I'm not grateful for her. I think we're all grateful for the fact that she's got all that information. Or I believe it's Rakin. Am I right? Rakin got all that information. Like, don't get me wrong. I think she did fucking good job, like, getting all that information. But how? That kind of flips my head out. Is why? Why did how did she get that information? How did she get on there? That does my head in. Sorry. Okay, I'll stop now. I'm flipping out. I catch up. This is like some next level stalking, right? But she's going to get into serious trouble. Like, she's going to get a criminal record. Do I think she's going to do time? Doubtful. If they find lots and they'll be able to charge her with different things, because we don't have like felonies and misdemeanors here. But if they can charge her with lots of offenses, she might do 6 months, she might do 12 months. But if she gets 6 months, she'll be out in 8 weeks. She'll have a tag on her ankle that she'll have to stay indoors between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. It's not that big a deal, like, you know? Like, we're not seriously going to like, our prisons are fucking chock-a-block, like, really, really chock-a-block. Hey, allegedly, how are you, my love? With technology always advancing authorities. We're just coming up with, though, CJ, I don't know if you're aware, but the last couple of years, We over here have put a lot of money um into like the cyberbullying part of the crime. So I don't know. Hi Mama Joe, I do not trust Reagan one iota. She digs into people. But how did she get that? Like, don't get me, I enjoyed listening to it. I'm not gonna lie. Like I did. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe I'm a bit of a drama queen here, but I did enjoy listening to it all because it kind of put a lot into perspective for me. Do you know what I mean? How I was feeling and stuff. But I still don't understand how she got all that information. It kind of flips my head out a little bit. Joe, do you know if Interpol cooperates well with the FBI? What you got to remember, right, is we're really, really tiny in the UK, right? We are tiny. Like we probably fit into Texas. That's how small we are. And when it comes to Interpol and crimes of outside of the UK, they're going to be dealing with people more going on the murder charges, on the child P charges and laundering money. This is going to be really low on their totem pole. So it's going to be a case of if you can catch the right one, then okay. But it's going to be a flip of the coin. But this is what I think: if you are in the UK, or you can find out her area that she lives in. So if you have got her address, it'll say like 123 blah blah close circle road street whatever, and then the next line will have her area. That's the area you need. You need to contact that area, because she said she contacted, I think it was Merseyside. Now I could see Dyfed Powys, right? That's our largest, that's the Welsh police, Dyfed Powys. But contacting them from my local area would be ridiculous. They would never get through to it. It'd be lost in translation somewhere, which is why you need to go to her local place and ask to speak to CID. You need to speak to CID. That's what I would personally do. Phone her local branch and ask to speak to CID. How are you, allegedly? Are you feeling any better? If the FBI were really involved, she would be charged already. Exactly. And it's not just that. He said to contact, what was it, the national or whatever it was. If he was in contact with somebody in the UK, firstly, you'd have a name. Secondly, you'd have their number. So it would be like DC Smith 1473. And then that's who we'd all contact. If people were affected by her, contact the local branch. Will they listen? Good info. Yeah, they will. The minimum, right, is every person, say I call them, they have to log it, right? So they're going to log that under whatever, right? Then if, say, you call and you're saying the same thing, it's all going to be logged together. You know what I mean? Big Bad Reagan is practically a teenager. She can barely speak in coherent sentences. I'm still laughing. I'm not going to lie. I did enjoy listening to all those voice notes. And I just sit there and think, Nat must have spent fucking hours. Like, I spend freaking 4 hours trying to do a minute little bit of a video. Can you imagine me doing something like that? Katie deserves justice. Yes, this. Like, I understand that everybody's been affected by her, but let's not forget this girl went and said in a court of law that Katie was her best friend. She spoke to her mother, and it's crazy. Is this the person who did that evil thing to Charlotte? I don't know, allegedly. Oh, Chopper says yes, allegedly. Sorry. What Rakin did to Charlotte was horrendous. What did Rakin do to Charlotte? Can somebody tell me? I don't watch Charlotte, so I'm really behind. Not that I dislike her or anything. I don't really watch anybody, to be fair. So what happened? Could anyone tell me or let me know? Because I honestly have no idea. I still want to know how she dug though. And in the UK as well, like, because digging here, like, I know you guys, you can pay and get all this information. It's not that easy here. Like, it really, really isn't. I don't know. Do I know what happened? Evil, evil, evil. Oh my God. I didn't know that. So why are we all like sucking up to her then? Just because she did the like got into but shouldn't be she be saying, Raking Doctor, shouldn't she be saying like this is how I got my information. This is what I did to get my information. I feel bad for Charlotte. That's not okay. Because they put her house out and everything, like her front of her house and stuff. I remember that. I didn't realize that was raking. Wow. I feel bad for Charlotte. That's not nice. So many evil people online. There really is. It's sad. Her police reports and oh, nah, no, ma'am. Mm-mm. I didn't like it when somebody did that to me, and I'm I'm not okay with it happening to anybody. When certain things are done, no, I don't like that. Oh, so now that she looks like a twat, she wants to try and come off as I'm the good guy. Charlotte lost a ton of subs in one day, and she was right that it was Nat. Oh my God. So basically, she's looking like a twat because she was friendly with her, and now she wants to do this to try and come up the other end, basically. I just doxed myself so no one can. That's bad though. Like that's not okay. So why is everyone okay with it? This is where this double standards come into play and pisses me off. It really does. Because like what did Charlotte do to deserve that? Nothing. Because there's nothing that she can do. Even if she sat on her live and called Rakin every name possible, that does not give Rakin the right to dock Charlotte or get Charlotte's personal information. Okay. One. Two is who are you? Like, what kind of person does that? And that she wouldn't go on a live because she was all scared. Shut up. Shut up. Just shush. Sit down. You and Saltsy just looks like twats because you believed in moron like all because Charlotte dared to question Nat's declaration. Mm-mm. I'm not a Reagan and never will be. I still want to know how she got in there. I want to know how she got all that information. If she didn't, what's it called when they go into somebody's computer? Hack. That's the word I'm looking for. Rules change. Yes, about it. Rules change depending on who they support. Amen. Because trust me, if I had got all that information, everybody would be like, Joe's doing it, snooping again. Joe's doing this, Joe's doing that. But that's all. Nope. No, thank you. That's just no. I don't like that. Sorry. I do not like that. And I think that's really sly and really, really wrong on so many levels. I don't like that. Although I must admit, I did realize that was her. So she's been around a while, hasn't she? She's been sort of gathering information about everybody. All of these people, they say, cracked the case when Charlotte told people back in February exactly who was sending the threats. Well, Charlotte can sit there now and actually say, see, told you so. Me and Chopper was the same, and other people, we were all saying this is ridiculous. Like, why are you all believing her? That's crazy. I feel bad for Charlotte. And she lost a lot, didn't she, from recollection? She lost a lot of subs. Because I thought that was the whole, she lost subs because of her and AZ. The no limit shit as why online isn't fun anymore. It's not fun because everyone talks crap. Like, just be open and honest. Reagan was locked and loaded with that. Oh, sorry, I read that. Sorry. Charlotte cracked the case. Charlotte became a I can't say that word. Since that moment. That's sad. No, it began with Reagan. Oh, okay, thank you. I didn't know that. That's crazy. But you notice, and like, I hate to say their side, that side, and that kind of thing. And I hate to say it because I feel like I'm about 11 years of age saying it. But it seems like on the SM side, they can do what the fuck they want to do. But God forbid anyone on the opposite pariah, fuck it. What? Pariah. I can't say it. I'm not saying it. I can't say it. But if somebody on the other side says anything or does anything, they're a piece of shit and a dishonest agent. Like, shut up. When I go online this morning, it's all negative crap. I'm sick of it. And the back and forth, or the friends day and enemies the next. This is why I can't, like, I watch bits and pieces if I'm given, like with Ren yesterday, I was sent a timestamp and please go and watch at that timestamp. I went and I watched at that timestamp. I don't want to watch all of these lies because it's depressing. Like, I'm not being funny, but it's freaking depressing. Like, you know, Shah was loved and suddenly hated because she dared to question a mentally ill woman. Okay, I'm going to say it. I'm not even convinced she's mentally ill. I'm sorry, I'm not. I'm not. I'm going to say it out loud. I don't care. I'm not convinced that she's mentally ill. Mentally ill. Okay, let me take it back a little bit, right? I think she's mentally ill. I think she's got depression, anxiety, or whatever, right? But I don't believe in the DID. I'm sorry, I don't. Because when I've gone and asked people about DID because I didn't know much about it. So I asked people to explain it and stuff like that. And what they explained and what she tries to say, like, oh, I didn't know because it was one of my alters, or I didn't know this, that is all crap. Like, nothing that she says. CJ, I agree. All of that should have remained behind the scenes, and everyone should have went their separate ways. Not everything is about content. Oh, but they're not. They're going to make it about content. I didn't know that was Reagan. Wow. She's just a kid, isn't she? No, I learned about DID. But it doesn't make sense. Her DID don't make sense. And I don't want to sit here like I'm not a doctor and say she definitely hasn't got it. Like, I'm not going to say that. But I am going to say that in my opinion, from what I've asked people to explain it to me, people with DIDs and DID, I've asked them to explain it to me. And what they have told me have never coincide with what she says. So in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, take it or leave it, I'm just saying that it doesn't coincide. Nat says that they didn't know what her alters did, but in tweet/June, Nat said that every alter wrote down everything they did. Yeah, it's a mean girl mentality everywhere. It ain't cute. It really isn't cute. I actually remember something like that, Sandra. Did I say hi to you, Sandra, when you come in? I apologize if I didn't. I hope I did, but if I didn't, I'm really sorry. The problem with that is, well, Adele is here. Like, if she does so much and she gets like a good sentence, and I mean, like over here, right? So if she gets anything over 4 years and 1 day, she'll do a lot, right? She'll do a lot of that time. She has to do 3/4 of that time. Anything under 4 years in a day, she'll do half. But she could be sent to Broadmoor. Now, Broadmoor is hardcore. Like that's for the mentally, criminally insane. Because not many places got the facilities to deal with mentally ill patients in jails here. I don't believe she has DID. I suspected Nat the day after everything happened in January. I knew it was her. Nat seems to have taken things from the movie Split and from YouTube channels. Yep, that's what I thought. Sandra, in Nat's last video, she said she thought she had narcissism and was a psychopath because she never had amnesia. She started talking about their alters. She did send threats to Callum Markey on Twitter. Wow. I'm just not convinced. I'm not. Could be hoax. It very much could be. I don't think so. I'm not going to lie. And again, this is just my opinion. If it's anything, like, I don't imagine her being like a heroin user or anything like that. But she could be doing ket, or she could be a pill popper. Like, she very well could be. I don't believe it's like anything too bad. I just think she's a mean person. I'm sorry, but I do. I just think this is her life. She has no life outside of this. So this is her everything. And then when people started believing her and people wanted to talk to her and all of that, like that little Miss Noble, I actually think she thought she was helping her and being a real good friend. Like, not that I'm sticking up for her in any way, shape, or form, but I honestly believe she was trying to be a friend to her. And sometimes when two people are together, it doesn't matter, like, what's the word? Like, it becomes like a toxic friendship. Like, you do things that you wouldn't normally do. And on both sides, I mean by this, like, you do things you normally wouldn't do in real life, but you end up doing it when you're with this person. Does that make sense? And I think the more attention she was getting, I honestly believe this. I think the more attention she was getting, the more outrageous she had to be. Like, honestly. Nat wants attention and all of it inserted as a victim. Yes, let me put that up. I 100% stand by you on that one. 100%. I agree, Joe. I think Little was trying to help the girl. I do too. And the more attention she was getting, she had to be more, she had to, like, what's the word? There's a word for it. I can't think of the word though. She had to get more and more extreme each time. Like, if you think about it, when she first started, it was just a declaration. Then they were asking for things, so she kept having to make a lie bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Do you know what I mean? People choose not to believe that because of their unhealthy hatred for Katie Joy. Amen to that. I have a whole folder on that I sent to Saltsy in January, but Saltsy didn't believe my evidence. Now, Sandra, if you got that, if you message me on anywhere, not Twitter though, I'm not on Twitter, or message, I know somebody else who is on Twitter, I can get you an email address if you want for our UK police, and you could possibly send it to them if you wanted to. I'm not saying you what to do. If you want to, that is. I'm not saying do it or don't do it. You keep saying nature. I know. I'm sorry. I keep doing it. I'm sorry. Nate's channel is doing so well. I love Nate. I would love Nate to do an honest review on Saltsy's behavior online. I'm not going to lie, I would, because I don't think his behavior online is being great as a lawyer. Me and Hannah did a video before anyone and discussed her declaration. It was literally easy to spot her lies. Nat is on the edge of don't fuck with cats type. Oh my God, yes. Who knows what she is doing in real life to people? Oh my God, that's a scary thought, Adele. I have a feeling Saltsy will look closer at my evidence now. Well, if you wanted to, I'm just saying that if you wanted to, I can send you an email address that you can send all your details to. Saltsy shared a link with everyone in the UK. Oh, hang on, I've gone. Where'd you go? Reporting that if you were directly affected by her, I'm not going to lie, I would still ring her local office and ask to speak to the CID. I would still ask to speak to the coppers in disguise. I'm not going to lie. Sorry, as soon as I typed hello, company came to the door. Guess it rewind time. Oh, sorry, Anon. Sandra, you know her real last name. It's on Twitter under Saltsy's post by sub if you don't. Oh, I'm not on Twitter. Can somebody go on Twitter and tell me? I haven't put Twitter onto my new phone that I got, a year ago, because I'm not going to lie, it makes my anxiety bad. It makes my anxiety bad. So going on there just gives me huge anxiety. So I tend not to go on there. And I always swore I'm not going to put it on my new phone. Don't bet on him. Look in Sandra, in my opinion, he's too now. I don't think I just think, I'm like, oh my God, he put attempted murder. Come on, please. Like, are you kidding me? She is not going to get in trouble in the UK for that. Like, I'm sorry, but you are fucking reaching, boy. Like, serious reaching. I think the link he provided is from her local police station. So if you want to ring them yourself, at least you know who to ring. Yeah, because he put it for the what was it we just said? I can't remember what it was now. Oh, action, I think it was. I got threats from Nat. However, that is the only screenshots I forgot to save. Oh, that'd be me all over. Hey, Amy Lou, how are you? Right, but he's using her married name, not her real name. That's weird. Well, the thing is, too, like, if he's saying, like, listen, you need to go to the police, right? He needs to give us like full details and like not her address. I'm not saying for him to dox her, don't get me wrong in this, but we need to know the area that she lives in, firstly, right? Secondly, we need to know these things. West Mersey Police is her local station. But that's not her local station, Nikki. That's what I was explaining earlier. That's like me saying Dyfed-Powys. That's our local station, but it's not. There will be like one in her area, like actually in her area. The West Mersey, it's like the West Merseyside Police is all for the west side of Mersey. Now, the west side of Mersey is massive. Like, it's huge. There will be within the west side of the Merseyside police, there will be maybe 30 other police stations. That's what we need to know is her local. Because West Mersey probably got what, 20, 30 police stations within that area. It's Worcester. Okay. Worcester. Is it? Thank you, Nikki. Okay, thank you. Yeah, we'd still. I want to know her actual like. You got her address clearly. So right above where it says the Worcester, there'll be another area that it'll say. So it'll say like 123 blah blah street, such and such. Then it'll say Worcester. What does it say in between the street and the? Oh, that's the central station then, is it? All right, okay. So it's got bail, arrested, custody. Okay, I got it. Thank you. I got it. Speed. Yeah, that's her mum's name as well. I need to get a drink. Let's come and get a drink. I need a drink. Drink. Hannah answers it after God. Just empty this, 2 seconds. Right, like New York, One Plaza is a huge station, but there are local precincts. That's the same here. That is the same here. Like in Newport, you got we got Central, like the main police station in Newport, but within Newport itself, we've got Bettis, Melbus, Pill, Naze Glass, Dufferin, High Cross. I mean, there's like a million other stations. I think, but I think the Worcester one is fine because you can go to their local. Do you know what I mean? Sorry if I'm making too much noise. So I sent you a clip of my boys racing and his uncle. Oh, I'll look at it as soon as. I'm from England, so I know the places, but West Mersey is the local station in Winchester. Okay, thank you, Nikki. I found it now, babe. Thank you. I just think if we all do that rather than going to rather than going to like the grander scheme ones, like, do you know what I mean? Because this is what, right, when I was having some shit with some other people on YouTube, right, they was ringing my local police station, right, and when I spoke to the cop about it, she pretty much laughed and was like, why would we listen to people from America? This is ridiculous. Like, we're not going to listen to them. This is stupid. But I think if more people rang and literally said, like, spoke to CID. Sorry, I'm making a drink. Sorry, I'm being noisy. Spoke to somebody in CID and asked, like, you know, what's happening? What can we do about this? It might be something. Oh, I don't think it's doxing. Sorry. This girl don't have any, my morals went out of the window with this girl. I'm not going to be worried if I say your name. I'm sorry, I'm not. I really don't give a shit. Hence why I said that's her mother's name. Like, she lost all privileges of being anonymous. Sorry, not sorry. People can have a go at me if they want. I don't give a shit. That's my feelings on it. That's what I believe. And she lost all privileges to go under anonymous and not people speak about her. Sorry. She grew her hair out, Rhea. It's not fair. I love it. I love her little cut before, but it does look beautiful now, especially how the way they curled it and stuff was stunning. Salty put it on the Twitter. Where you gonna go? People to report her that this ain't doxing. Oh, I agree, Nikki. I agree 100%. It is not doxing. Like, sorry. I don't believe that is. Maybe it's just me. I've read Nat's info too salty. I don't believe her. It could be another scam. Oh, I think it probably is, girl. It's funny though. I love the fact that all these coppers, FBI saw all these shit, and there's a bunch of friggin' middle-aged moms going, I don't think so, love. You're wrong. I'm sure the phones are ringing off the hook today. I believe a lawyer wouldn't put it out if it was doxing. Oh, I don't know. I beg to differ on that one with him. He does like to pay court of public opinion. I've stayed hid for the most part of all this crazy, except a smart ass remark here and there. Wouldn't be normal without, if I was fully quiet. No, you need a smart ass. I don't know. I just think, for me personally, I honestly think I'm glad that Charlotte's got a little bit of like I told you so. Maybe she can start building up her subs again, knowing that she was right, and maybe other people will start going back and stuff like that. But I feel bad for anybody who's been a victim, but the main victim of her has been Katie Joy. And like, I know people don't like her, but it's factual. All of this come out, and all of these people were got fucked over because they hated Katie Joy and they wanted her to be right. They wanted her to be right. They wanted her to have all this information. So they believed all the bullshit that came out of anybody's mouth as long as it was against Katie Joy. Sorry. I don't believe any of this. No, me neither. I'm having problems with the past info explaining she has two helpers. Has that info gone down the drain? Exactly. And don't forget that she can use a microwave. Let's not forget that. She can sit and do those edits. And I'm not even joking. When I try to put a video together, like Chopper will tell you, I literally start it in the morning, and but I'm not done till like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Now this video is like 10 minutes long, and that's just me putting it together and talking. Like, honestly, I was just agreeing with somebody else about the docs. Yeah, no, that's fine. I just think it's crazy. I don't get it. I'm sorry, I don't. And people are just, it really was a case of, as long as you hate Katie, you can join our club. As long as you bring in stuff and like saying nasty things about Katie, we'll like you. Come and sit by me. And you all got screwed over because of your hatred for Katie. That's all it boils down to. You all got manipulated and lied to and brought into this, and allowed your friends online to be beaten the fuck out of by her because you hated Katie Joy that much. And she's always talking about her illness. That's not normal. No, it's not normal. But if she's like that ill, right, okay, sorry, I'm going to say it. I don't even give a shit anymore. If you were that ill with your mental health, right? Why the fuck have you got a phone? Why are you on Facebook? Why are you on Twitter, IG, YouTube, and all these other places, and have the capabilities to do all these things? If you, because at this point, you are one dangerous motherfucker. Like, sorry, but you are. You are so dangerous at this point. If you can do this to people online, what on God's green earth are you doing to people in real life? I'm sorry, but no. Hey, Crystal Clark. We are talking about the whole Nat situation. I'm back to just hang close on the line. Oh my God, we can't hang close. We've got such bad weather here, CJ. Like, it is. It's all a hate thing. Like, it's they all allowed themselves to be battered because they wanted her to have that thing about Katie Joy. It's like when what's that other bird that gave a declaration? What's her name? Biker gang, I'm gonna kick your ass, think she's all that. What's her name? Lorianne, right? Remember when Lorianne given a thing? Everyone was on Twitter. Oh my God, Lorianne's the queen. She's going to save. She's the best. She's the best. She lied through the whole fucking thing. But because you were all so, not you all, but you know what I mean? Because you were all so het up on, yes, we're going to get this bitch. We're going to get Katie. We're going to drag her down. You know what I mean? Like, why? For what? Why anybody would insert themselves into a fucking lawsuit like that is beyond me. For what? So you could become like this big I am? Because nobody in their right frame of minds would legitimately, willingly put themselves into a lawsuit like that. Anybody that did is fucking insane. Oh, yeah, thank you. I was just thinking about where she been. Lorianne, how could you forget her? Oh, she's around. Great. But you know what I mean? Like, can you remember everybody on Twitter after she gave her declaration? Oh my God, you're amazing. Lorianne, we love you. Oh my God, you're so brilliant. Dude, she lied through the whole fucking thing. And there's proof that she lied through the whole fucking thing. My God. And I know 100% a lot of the time she spoke to Katie through someone else. So she wasn't even speaking to Katie one to one. And I know that 100% I could put my life on it. Like, no. It was so cringe. She literally lied about everything. And she said in a cost Katie 18 grand. Everything she said was a lie and it cost Katie 18 grand. But look how much love she got on fucking Twitter for it. And exactly the same happened with Nat. Everyone was like, oh my God, you're so amazing. I love you. You're so brilliant. Oh my God. Oh my God. And it's like, why? For what? I'm sorry, but anybody willingly inserting themselves in a lawsuit has some serious fucking issues. Because nobody normal would like literally insert themselves into something, let alone lie, perjure themselves under fucking oath. Like, fuck no, I ain't going to jail for no fucker. Certainly not anybody fucking that I dislike online. And everyone called KJ a liar when she was swatted and harassed, and multiple times as well. And I don't know how true this is, obviously, but somebody said on that live the other day that they called CPS again on her on like November 24th or something like that. So she probably haven't even had that visit yet. Like, leave her a fuck alone. Like, why do you care that she works? Why do you care that she puts videos up? Like, why do you care if she lies or tells the truth, elaborates or misplaces the truth? Why do any of you care? Like, honestly, why do anybody care? They care because they need it. You look at all these accounts, they use KJ to get to their 1,000 subscribers, and then they get the money that they get from talking about Katie. People will send them the super chats and be like, oh my God, we love you. And then they don't want to stop talking about Katie because they don't want to stop the money coming in. What a claim to fame. Exactly. Like, that's sad. It's not normal, Ria. I agree. Like, I would never insert myself like that. Like, perjury, you can go to jail for. Never mind, I don't think where you are. Seems to forget KJ was the first victim and that whether she has a bitch or not, wrong is wrong. Exactly that. Calling CPS or the police on anyone is disgusting. It really is. I'm like, guys, during lockdown, do you realize how many children were in an abusive home because of lockdown, because they didn't have that safe haven of school? They weren't getting that meal at school, so they weren't eating some days. And you want to ring CPS and take their time away from somebody that may need it because you're pissed off at Katie Joy? Get a fucking life, man. PJ, don't remember if you were in Discord then, but the first 60 seconds of Lorianne's declaration, we were all up in arms because we knew it was a lie. I was literally shocked that people believed it. Yep. Katie Joy has been harassed relentlessly. And for a long, long time, like, for a long time. And like, okay, like, oh my God, her kid was screaming. Her kid has issues. And if anybody in the world says your kid haven't had a tantrum and screamed and shouted for a good fucking hour straight and sounded like you were about to kill him, I'm going to call you a liar. Because every one of my nephews and nieces have literally had a tantrum, completely screaming on the floor like they've been murdered, and or because you said no, you're not allowed to put your finger in the socket or something. Do you know what I mean? Something equally ridiculous. We've all seen kids having paddies. Just because hers had a paddy during her life, it doesn't make it that she's this big bad bitch. Just means her kid had a fucking paddy. Like my nephews, I'm telling you, my nephew used to be the worst for paddies. he would literally fall on the floor and it would be like the world has ended. Like literally stamping, kicking, screaming. I'd be like, oh my God, are you done? I holler at mine all the time. Like literally, my nephew had a tantrum so bad because I wouldn't let him put his finger in the damn electric socket. That's what he was paddying over. And I was just like looking at him like, you done? And he was screaming. And I was like, okay, I just lifted him up, put him in the bedroom. Like, you can stay in there and scream in there by yourself. And that's exactly what he was screaming for because I wouldn't let him put his finger in the damn socket. And I'm like, oh my God. If I had been on a live and that happened, they would have thought I was damn killing him. Not that I said no to a damn socket. Like, my God. Was it Saltsy you said her computer had it? Oh, who said her computer was checked? Yep. Yeah, he did. My little granddaughter cries and screams, help me, if she can't get a toy to work. God forbid if somebody was listening. Exactly. I holler at mine, leave the damn cows alone, or they're going to sleep out there with them. I'm telling you. Can't forget T-Spiracy doing something with the audio and including CPS phone number. That's disgusting. She should be ashamed of herself. It just irritates me because like there really is people out there, and like especially as a lot of our kids only just recently went back to school classes, and a lot of these children rely on school being their little safe haven. And not just that, they're getting a meal in school, especially over here. If your parent is of low income, you get free meals, and a lot are relying on that, so then they can have that hot meal in school and have that what's it called like sandwich or jam sani, or do you know what I mean, like at home. 6:30 Eastern. I'm going to try and be there. I'm going to try my best. I'm so glad that you girls are doing this because I think you girls can do it way better than me because you're very good articulating things better than me, and I think you'll get your point across way better than me. So I'm really glad that you're gonna do this. Um, we do have Breakfast Club now, Adele, but that's a very new thing. Um, it's not really. It's only just started to come in the last couple of years. Before that, like it would be during school, would be our dinners, would be like our main meal kind of thing, you know. But I knew a lot of my friends that didn't go home to a cook meal like I did. You know what I mean? Like my mum was very good. We didn't have much money growing up, but my mum was very good at knowing how to make good, stodgy food for us kids without spending a fortune, you know? Lots of vegetables, lots of potatoes. And we would have like, sometimes we would have like a Sunday dinner with sausages. But so I knew some of my friends would have that cooked meal in school and not go home to a hot meal. Yeah, the rules change depend on who you are, sadly. That's it. That's true. Thanks for sure. We'll watch tomorrow with bells on. Yeah, me and you both, Ria, we always end up watching it tomorrow. We always miss it. In Canada, we have it for a while. Yeah, I understand, Joe. Yeah, I call that comfort food. Me too, Adele. I we I said the other day I really wanted to do you know what Bubble and Squeak is? I really wanted Bubble and Squeak so bad. But Bubble and Squeak is like our basic leftovers, like vegetables and potatoes from the day before, and you like mash it all up and fry it up together. So I made vegetables and potatoes, left them go cold, mashed them up, made my own Bubble and Squeak because I wanted it so bad. I have to admit, I felt bad for her in the beginning and stated so. I don't think you're alone there, Anonymous. Um, I think a lot of people felt bad for her because, you know, if you don't understand an illness, i.e., DID, I didn't. I I did not understand that at all until I asked people to explain it to me. And I think we all did because anybody with mental health issues, I'm going to feel sorry for. We all know, you know, a lot of us have mental health issues, so it's not like we can't understand or relate, you know? Oh, my husband makes that. It's good in it, Adele. It tastes so good. I love Bubble and Squeak. I had Bubble and Squeak, some baked beans, and some burgers. I really wanted like proper icky food. I really did. It was bad, but I did. I don't even care. It looked disgusting, I'm sure, but I don't care. It tasted good. I was like, mm-mm. Oh yeah, we are all monetization when we was done with KJ2 going after her kids was gross. Yep. It's just wrong. It's just so wrong. Like her kid's got enough to fucking deal with. Like, don't do that to him. Never mind how much you hate her. Don't do that to him. Don't do it to anybody, in fact, not just him. Don't do it to anybody's kid. Like, it's wrong. It's so, so wrong on so many levels. Like, no, I don't like it. There's no need for it at all. If you speak out and say some folks cross the line with KJ, you're labeled a KJ lover. It's bizarre. It's so bizarre. I agree. It's well, just because wrong is wrong and right is right, that doesn't make you like I don't dislike KJ, and I feel really bad for her at the moment. Do I agree with everything that comes out of her damn mouth? Absolutely not. Just like I'm sure she doesn't agree with everything that comes out of my damn mouth. But I don't have to go bitch and criticize and go off on her every time she opens her dang mouth. Like, my God. Like, leave it be. Like, who cares? Hey, Joanna, how are you feeling? People are entire Twitter pages and spent hours and days dedicated to Katie. I don't understand it. It's like, Tina, I'll cut you. Do you know what I mean? That whole group was just insane. All to quote unquote keep notes. Why? Who gave you the job to be her keeper? Like, who said, you know what, Tina, I think you should be her keeper? Like, kind of the same politics now that think about it, like shocking for folks to be in the middle, right? How dare we all see the bigger picture and not follow the leader? Don't like KJ at all, but I'm disgusted at the length some people have gone to cause her and her family harm. That's kind of sick of people. I agree. That woman is just bizarre, right? Tina called me a stalker. That's rich. Like, come on now. That's the thing. Literally, everybody can criticize and pick apart. But like in real life, and like I know we're online, but if you followed me in real life, and with the amount of time that she does spend online is her job, we all say things that we come back and we're like, what the fuck, man? That was ridiculous. Like, do you know what I mean? Why did we say that? That just sounds stupid. We just sound absolutely ridiculous. I think people DM her and she sometimes gets short and they get insulted. It's weird. She's short with me sometimes. Like, most of the time, she's short with me. It doesn't mean anything, but she also doesn't know who's going to take something from what she said and manipulate it. Do you know what I mean? Like, everyone have done that to her at some point. So I kind of don't blame her. Where have you been, CJ? Long time. Oh, and Joanna. I was kind of shocked, really, because I've never talked to or about her, but made one tweet, just one. I just don't get it. Like, I was in that group, and I think I lasted probably about a week, 2 weeks maybe, and it was every single thing. Like, people would watch her every live on YouTube, or every live on IG, every live when she was doing the Twitter one. What's it called? The Twitter one, or whatever it's called, when she was doing that one. And I'm like, how have you got a job? How do you care for your husband? Or how do you clean your house? Like, because I couldn't like go and watch a live and timestamp every single thing that she said something and then go, oh, on January 16th at 2 p.m., she said this, so that doesn't coincide. She lied and make a huge deal of it. Like, my God. I stumbled upon this community. Charlotte was the first channel I watched in this community. I didn't watch KJ. So it's me. It's like through the looking glass into the wonderland. Yeah. Oh, CJ put, hey, Joanna. Hey, Dollface. Good to see you. KJ is always snotty, drunk also, but she is. That's just who she is. That is just who she is. But that's the thing, like, and like I've said about with me kind of thing, you either take me or leave me. I can't change the kind of things that comes out of my mouth. It's just what I think. It's just what I feel. And sometimes it comes across wrong. Sometimes it comes across like I'm being short or I'm being a twat or I'm just being like annoying. Do you know what I mean? And the same with her. But you've got to give her credit. That bird gets up every day. Like if I had even half the crap that this girl had every single day from all of these stalkers and nasty people saying really awful things about her and her as a parent, and yet she still gets up every day and does what she needs to do to survive and to keep her family afloat. You've got to give the girl credit. Like her or dislike her, like you've got to give the girl credit. Like it's not important, I mean, she's got 200,000 subs and is going to message anybody back. I doubt it. She always takes ages to message me back unless it's important, and then I will go to IG and just say check Facebook important, and then she will go and check it straight away. But otherwise I message her and then I get a reply probably like 3 days later. But if it's not important, I really don't need to say like, oh my God, read my messages ASAP, like, Anyone still messages KJ is a fool if they think that they won't get a crappy response. In my opinion, you should have contacted through DM. She's running a business and treating people that way is wrong. I've said that, but I've also said if she treated people a little nicer, she would have way more subs. Yeah, he doesn't agree, but I do. I messaged her and ages ago, as you all know, but I only message her now if I absolutely need to, because I know the reply I'm going to get. We all have feelings, and we all know who we are on the internet, not fucking real life. Exactly, Joanna. I never messaged her because of nasty. Agree, JJ. She should not even talk to anybody. That's the best thing for her. I agree. And we've said this about her, like, don't, if somebody's coming to you and trying to give you information and being nice, you don't have to be a twat about it. Do you know what I mean? Just say, thank you very much, take the information. You don't need to get into a huge thing with this person and try and make them jump through hoops for you, because I certainly wouldn't. I'm not going to be jumping through hoops for anybody. You take it or you leave it. I'm giving you information. If you want to take it, you can take it. If you don't. I rightfully don't care. I've done what I feel is right and I've passed it on. Do you know what I'm saying? KJ doesn't seem like a receptive, thankful type person. No, she's not. Although I keep saying it and I probably shouldn't, but I'm going to anyway because this is me. But I do honestly believe that she's been fucked over so much. I don't think she knows how to be nice anymore. Like, I don't. Like, I really don't. Like, I honestly don't think she knows how to be nice. And that's sad. I messaged her a year ago saying I was leaving her as a sub because she was snotty. Did she reply, Joanna? I feel like she messaged back right away, but it's short response. And sometimes people take that personally and get mad. Yeah, that's true. When I was a KJ sub, she was tiny channel and she wasn't like how she is now. It's kind of sad, really. It means success, but used to not be shitty. Yeah. Yeah, she don't have the temperament for it. I believe, like Joe said, be 500,000 or more subs before she does some good content. I don't know, I'm over it. I don't like just she moves from all of these trolls. Bottom line, I mean, what else there is to say? Yeah, I think it's just more frustration. Like, I tell you, a couple of months ago it was, right? And Chopper will tell you that I messaged her. I can't remember what it was about now. It was probably about something, but I messaged her and she was replying and we were going back and forth a little bit. And the messages was overly nice, like really nice. And I actually, and Chopper will tell you, I literally messaged back because I thought it was her mod and said, okay, thank you so much. Can you please make sure you let Katie know of these messages? And she went, Joe, it's me. And I'm like, oh. She's like, why didn't you think it was me? I was like, because you were being nice. And that's the God's honest truth. I honestly thought it was her main mod that I was speaking to because she was being overly nice. I swear to God. I told Chopper. I was like, oh my God, I literally just thought I was talking to her main mod because she was being nice. And she was like, why did you think it was her? And I was like, because you were being nice. And that's sad, like, because she wasn't like that. I used to talk to her all the time before the whole LB and Katie thing happened. No, I used to speak to her all the time via inbox, like all the time. And agree with CJ, she wasn't like that. She had me blocked, but she's still being nice to me. But I really think she got PTSD. My feelings are complicated because I feel bad for her, but also think she's a total ass. That's where I'm at, CJ. That's why I find myself like saying something nasty but retracting it with something, oh, but I understand that, or oh, but I understand that. Do you know what I mean? That's why I'm always. She said, sorry, you feel that way, not meant for me, haven't been back since too many lawsuits for me, right? Todd does answer her messages though too. Yeah, I honestly thought it was somebody else, the way they were talking, because it was definitely a girl. So I don't like, you can tell, can you, sometimes that a girl's talking and a boy's talking. But I honestly thought it was that main mod that she has. I'm not even, because she was so nice and she was like, Joe, it's me. And I'm like, oh, sorry, my bad. Yeah, it's complicated because she used to not be this way until all the hate ass over fake screenshots. But I know I'm always sticking up for her and making excuses for her, and I'm aware of that, and I'm aware that I do it. And don't take me saying these things as I'm sticking up for her, and don't think that she's done anything and think she's perfect and all of that, because that's not the case at all. I swear it's not. It's just, for me, the reality is, like, if I was taking all the crap she has for the last 2 years, would I not be guarded and be like, fuck you all pieces of shit? Do you know what I mean? Used to watch her all the time when she talked about different things, but now it's the Duggars and Sister Wives. I don't watch those shows. Me either. I don't. I dislike her. She's just not my cup of tea. I don't dislike her. She's just not my cup of tea. I don't watch her either. She's so completely understand your feelings on this. Yeah, it is. I always feel like everyone's like, oh my God, Joe's just sticking up for Katie again. And it really isn't that. It really isn't. It's just that as a human being, I understand it a little bit, because I couldn't. Like, if you think about it, when the whole Leslie thing happened between me and Leslie, like, I had probably what, 20%, 10% of what she has on a daily basis. And it was horrific. I'm not even going to pretend it was anything but. It was awful. It was like the threats, the constant videos about me, speaking so badly about me. It was awful. And it kind of made me put a guard up upon myself. And then when I sit here and think, God, she's had way more than I've had for a longer period of time, would I not be that sort of defensive and stuff as well? Do you know what I mean? I think she is constant defense mode. It started with SM, in my opinion. I agree. I watched the videos recently when she covered the missing kid in Kentucky. Oh, I never watched them. I don't mind those kind of videos. It's the Duggars and stuff I'm not interested in. I feel like she doesn't know how to take anyone because she can't trust anyone. I just feel bad. I can't help her. Yeah. I have to say though, the way she's talking about the Josh Duggar trial is gross. She's showing these minor oh no, without covering their faces. No, that's sad. I wish she wouldn't do that. Like, no, I don't like that. I don't watch any of his stuff. I'm not gonna lie. I don't watch any of his stuff. I don't. To be honest, that's always though over the edge. To be honest, that's always through over the edge. Yeah, must be awful not being able to trust anyone's motives. Yeah, always almost true. There's no excuse for showing minor kids. She's getting a ton of pushback. Yeah, she shouldn't do it. She deserves the criticism, but only legit criticism. And I think that's where people sort of go back and forth, that they forget what's legit and what's not. Do you know what I mean? I can't stand the Duggars. Me either. I don't watch any of them. I used to watch Sister Wives many, many years ago. Like, I mean, when it first started on TV, this was like years and years ago, you know? It's just not, yeah, I agree. It's not okay. She shouldn't do it. But I did like it when she did that, what's it called channel? The vloggy channel. I quite like that channel. I'm not even gonna lie. She seemed way more herself, her old self, and relaxed on that channel than she is on her own channel. But think about it, like, and I've said this before with people, a lot of these people are relying on their YouTube money to live. That's scary. That is scary shit, that you're relying. So all it takes is something to happen, and that's scary, that could all be taken away from you. And I think that's the problem. Hey, sweet, I don't watch Sister Wives anymore. No, me either. She pissed off a lot of people, trust me. And I stuck up for what I believe, just who I am. Oh God, yeah. That's crazy. I definitely don't think she should be showing kids' faces. That's not okay. That makes me sad. Like, their faces don't need to be out there. My God. Talk about them all you want. I don't really care. Like, in that sense, I'm sorry. I probably should, but I don't care. Speak about them. But let's not speak about, like, them. That's not fair. That breaks my heart. That hurts my feelings. There's no evidence that anything was done to Josh Duggar's kids, yet she's putting it out there. Those kids will see that one day, and we'll have to see a lot of what their dad did already. Yeah, KJ goes too far doesn't mean it's okay for others too. No, I agree. And this is what I was saying the other day, two wrongs don't make a right. Do you know what I mean? Like, just because she's doing something wrong doesn't mean that somebody else should do something wrong. I did watch her when she did her back then too, back before she covered reality TV. I started watching them both when they were both on, I think they were on like 14, 12, 14K. I started watching them both. Sorry, I just gotta get a drink. Same, CJ. I'm still gonna stick to though, like, I'm sorry, but if she does something wrong, I'm gonna say she's wrong. I'm not gonna feel bad for saying she's wrong. I'm gonna feel bad for what people have done to her and continually do to her. But if she is doing something wrong, I'm not going to feel bad sitting here and going, no, that's freaking wrong. That's so, so wrong. Bye, Anon. Thanks for coming in. I really appreciate it. I really, really, I've missed you guys. All right, and I don't think she'd expect me to either, because she knows how gobby I am, and if I feel wrong is wrong, right is right. Do you know what I mean? It's just how it is. Wrong is wrong, right is right, and I'm going to stand up and say what's happening to her is wrong, but what she's doing, showing pictures, is also wrong, and that's legit criticism. Exactly. You can criticize her. I've got no issues with people criticizing her. This stalking shit though, and like getting everything she said, and then going, oh well, back in March 15th on 6 p.m. she said this, but then on August 7th at 7 p.m. she said this. Like, come on, who really cares? Who really cares? All right, I'm gonna have to get off, people, because I've got to go and have some food, and I've already been on for an hour and a half. But I appreciate everybody coming in. I really, really do. And I've watched her since she had 30K covenant. Oh my God, that's brilliant. I wasn't that low. I think I was like 12. But anyway, I appreciate you all coming in. Thank you so much. And thank you for coming to chat with me and all having opinions. That people that don't have lives, that's true. Thanks, Joe, for a great chat. Thanks, CJ. See you later, everybody. Thank you, Joanna. Thank you, Chopper, Ria, Anon, Sweet Bee, and everyone else. I don't know if everyone else is still here, but I appreciate you all. Bye. Bye. Love you. Bye, guys.